In the enduring landscape of Cappadocia, Turkey, lies a hidden wonder that has captured the curiosity of explorers and history buffs for decades. The underground city of Derinkuyu, an ancient underground metropolis, is a testament to human ingenuity and the resilience of past civilizations. As we explore this underworld, we embark on a journey through time, following in the footsteps of those who sought refuge and solace underground. Located in the Derinkuyu District, Nevşehir Province, this mysterious town lies in the heart of Cappadocia, a region known for its unique geological formations, fairy chimneys, and rich history. The underground city is buried more than 85 meters, 278 feet, below the Earth's surface, spanning 18 levels. For comparison, these dimensions correspond to almost a 30-story building. It is the largest underground city found so far in the world. It has been continuously inhabited for thousands of years and has an intricate network of tunnels, chambers, and levels that once housed up to 20,000 people, their livestock, and provisions. It is an important piece of the Cappadocia puzzle, a key to understanding their lives and experiences of the various communities that have made the subterranean bowels their home over the centuries. The history of the underground city. As we enter the labyrinth passageways of the underground city of Derinkuyu, we can't help but wonder about the origins of this extraordinary underground structure. Who are the creators of this architectural marvel, and what made them carve an entire city underground? The roots of this underground metropolis can be traced back to the Persian Achaemenid Empire, when the city served as a refuge for people seeking salvation from conflict and persecution. Some scholars have suggested that the Persians may have been the original architects of the city, inspired by the teachings of the Zoroastrian text Vendidad, which mentions an underground shelter built by the mythical king Yima. However, it is also believed that the original caves were carved by the Phrygians between the 8th and 7th centuries BC. Over the centuries, the city developed and expanded, with subsequent generations of residents leaving their mark on its underground chambers. As the Phrygian language gradually disappeared, replaced by Greek, the inhabitants of Derinkuyu, now Christians, carved deeper and more extensive levels into their underground sanctuary, decorating the walls with chapels and inscriptions in their new language. This is how the story of the underground city unfolds. Until the Byzantine era, it was during the tumultuous period that the city regained its importance, as the inhabitants of the region found themselves embroiled in the Arab-Byzantine wars that took place from 780 to 1180. Amid these upheavals, the underground city became a refuge for the Christian inhabitants seeking protection from the relentless Arab invasions. The hidden location and complex network of tunnels served as an invaluable protection, allowing the city's inhabitants to protect themselves from the chaos unfolding above them. During this time, the underground city flourished, its population increased, and its chambers teemed with life and activity. The ingenuity of the people of Derinkuyu did not go unnoticed by their neighbors, and before long, the city was connected to another underground city, Kaymakulu, by a series of tunnels stretching for about 8 to 9 kilometers, 5 miles. This underground alliance provided the two cities with additional protection and resources. The union of the two cities not only allowed them to share resources and support each other, but also provided secret means of communication and transportation that were used to evade potential invaders. The tunnels between Derinkuyu and Kaymakili were carefully designed to be narrow and winding, making it difficult for outsiders to move through. This clever design feature further enhances the security of both cities, as it makes it almost impossible for hostile forces to penetrate and conquer them. In the 14th century, the region faced another threat, the Mongol invasions led by Timur. The underground city once again becomes a base station of safety for the local Christians. The resilience of the underground city of Derinkuyu will be tested once again as the region falls to the Ottomans. In this new era, the underground shelter played a vital role in sheltering the local population. the Cappadocian Greeks and Armenians from the persecutions they were subject to by the Turkish Muslim rulers. Even into the late 20th century, these underground cells continued to serve as refuge during disturbances, such as the Adina Massacre of 1909. In 1923, the Christian inhabitants of the region were expelled from Turkey and moved to Greece as part of the population exchange between the two countries. This marks the end of an era for the underground city of Derinkuyu, as its once bustling chambers are abandoned and forgotten. However, fate had other plans for the underground wonder. In 1963, a local resident came across a mysterious room hidden behind a wall in his home while doing renovations. Intrigued by this unexpected discovery, he ventured deep into the darkness and eventually discovered the entrance to the long-lost underground city. News of the discovery spread like wildfire and captured the imagination of people from all over the world. In 1969, the site was open to visitors, allowed the world to experience the wonders of the underground city of Derinkuyu firsthand. Today, about half the city is accessible to tourists, offering a glimpse into the rich history and incredible ingenuity of the civilizations that once thrived in the underground shadows. Living conditions. Moving along the dimly lit corridors of the underground city of Derinkuyu, we begin to unravel the secrets of its internal structure and living conditions. Among the vast network of tunnels and chambers, we find living quarters ingeniously carved into the rock, offering a rare glimpse into the daily lives of the people who call this underground world their home. The living quarters in the city were modest but functional, designed to meet the basic needs of the inhabitants. Families lived in small, interconnected rooms carved into the soft volcanic rock. Despite the challenges of living underground, the city's architects have found innovative ways to make the space as comfortable as possible. Ventilation shafts are strategically located throughout the city, providing a constant flow of fresh air. In addition, the smart design of the city allows for temperature regulation, which ensures that living spaces remain cool during the hot summer months and warm during the harsh winter. Delving deeper in the subterranean, we find a wealth of amenities and facilities that meet the varied needs of its inhabitants. Despite its subterranean nature, the city was designed to provide several amenities to ensure that its inhabitants would be able to lead fulfilling and self-sufficient lives even in the bowels of the earth. Exploring this city, we come across the remains of ancient kitchens, in which the aromas of long-forgotten dishes seem to still linger. These communal kitchens were equipped with stone hearths where families gathered to prepare and cook their meals. Innovative ventilation systems ensured that the smoke from the fires would be effectively removed from the underground chambers, providing a safe and comfortable environment for the inhabitants. Further exploration of the city reveals the presence of stables, which testify to the importance of livestock in the lives of the ancient inhabitants. They were skillful, carved into the rock, providing shelter and security for the animals that played a vital role in the survival and prosperity of the community. Here, the inhabitants also took care of their livestock. Wine and butter presses played an important role in the lives of the townspeople. They are precisely carved into the rock, taking advantage of the city's unique geological environment. Here, the inhabitants brought grapes and olives gathered from the surface, turning them into valuable wine and oil through the process of crushing and pressing. These products were needed not only for cooking, but also for religious rituals, trade, and as sources of light in their underworld. Another important component for community survival is storage facilities. They allowed residents to safely store their food, goods, and valuable resources. The premises were strategically located throughout the city, ensuring they were easily accessible to the community. They have been carefully designed to maintain a stable environment, preserving valuable foodstuffs and other items for a long period of time. In these rooms, the inhabitants stored grains, dried fruits, vegetables, and other basic provisions that sustained them during the times of siege or hardship. We find that the inhabitants also carved out spaces for spiritual reflection and worship. Among the winding tunnels and living quarters, we find small, intimate chapels where the community gathered to pray, celebrate, and seek solace. decorated with simple but poignant religious iconography. These chapels served as sanctuaries for the Derinkuyu people. Perhaps the most notable religious space in the underground city is the cruciform church, an architectural marvel carved between the third and fourth levels of the city. This church, distinguished by its cruciform shape, is a testimony to the importance of spirituality in the lives of the city's inhabitants. With its vaults and austere but powerful religious symbols, the room served as a focal point for the community's spiritual life. Here, the townspeople used to gather in pilgrimage to confirm their faith and draw strength from their common convictions. Unique to the complex is a spacious room with vaulted ceiling located on the second floor, which is said to have been used as a religious school. Adjacent rooms are believed to have functioned as study rooms. This emphasis on education emphasizes the value placed on knowledge and personal growth in the community. Despite the limitations of their subterranean existence, the people of Derinkuyu were devoted to caring for the intellect and spiritual development of their people. Security system. As we navigate the intricate network of passageways that weave through the underground city, we appreciate the importance of security in this hidden world. The narrow, winding tunnels that connect the various levels and chambers of the city serve as a natural defense against invaders, making it difficult for unfamiliar visitors to pass through the subterranean labyrinth. The tunnels, often barely wide enough for a single person to pass through, would make it difficult for invaders to move effectively through the city. This clever design feature not only provided residents with a sense of security, but also enabled them to defend their homes relatively easily. Rolling stone doors. One of the underground city's most notable security systems is its ingenious sliding stone door. These massive dish-shaped stones could be rolled in front of the entrance of key passages, thus effectively isolating entire parts of the city from potential invaders. Each floor of the city can be sealed off individually, further improving the community's ability to defend itself against external threats. The weight of these stone doors made them virtually impossible to move from the outside, ensuring that the inhabitants would remain safe within the confines of their underground sanctuary. Ventilation system. One of the most essential aspects of the city's design was its elaborate ventilation system, which ensured a constant flow of fresh air through the underground labyrinth. A network of strategically placed ventilation shafts allows fresh air to circulate on the different levels. The largest of these shafts, an impressive 55 meters, 180 feet deep, also functioned as a well, providing water to both the villagers above and those hiding below. This innovative system allowed residents to maintain a healthy living environment even when access to the outside world was limited. Today, the underground city of Derinkuyu is a popular destination for tourists. Since its rediscovery in 1963 and its subsequent opening to visitors in 1969, the site has become more accessible, allowing people from all over the world to delve into the depths of this underground world. Although currently only about half of the underground city has been uncovered, and there's still much to explore, the culture and historical significance of this hidden wonder is incredible. The city serves as a testament to the ancient life and ingenuity of humans, creating a sustainable and secure living environment underground. If you like what we do, please support us by commenting on this video.